Hi everyone, welcome to WW Designs. My name is Nikki and today I want to show you my plan for traveling and journaling. Next month I'm heading overseas on a 1-month trip to Europe and the USA, and it is going to be freezing cold, so space is of the essence. And even though I have no idea what clothes I'm taking on this trip yet, I have figured out the journaling supplies that are coming with me. So I thought I would pack this bag up with you and show you what I'm up to. I found this very cute little pouch on Temu. I have ordered a couple of different ones, and this is definitely the one I have decided is a really good size and a really good setup. Has a lovely large pouch at the back and all these spots. So let's fill this up together. Very first thing that must come with me, this is my do or die pen. This Sharpie pen, not to be confused with a Sharpie marker, has a lovely fine tip. My style of writing suits this perfectly. It doesn't bleed, it doesn't smudge, it does nothing wrong. It is a delight to write with. I do basically all my journaling with it. So obviously a brand new one of these is coming with me. Next we have some gel pens. I'm a bit of a Christmas traditionalist, so red, green and gold had to come with me. These are cheapy ones I got off Aldi a couple of years ago, and they all still work perfectly. They don't get clogged. So if you can get to Aldi, that's in Australia here, or wherever Aldi is, and you can get a set of their Christmas gel and or glitter pens, oh my gosh, they're worth the money. They're just fabulous. Then the other one I'm taking is this delightful pen. It's called a hybrid, and this is a 1mm medium gel pen in the most beautiful coppery, brassy sort of colour. It really goes with the sort of winter coffee shade vibe that I will be going for. So I'm going to include this one in my collection. The next thing I have got here is a glue pen. It's a very fine rollable glue pen. You want to stick down little delicate things without making a mess. A glue pen is definitely the answer. I have a pencil. This is a, one of these things. The reason why I'm taking a pencil is I was going to take my little photo printer, but it is quite bulky and would not fit in this by the time everything else was in it. And it can be a little bit temperamental. So I decided I will just print all the photos I want in my journal when I get home. And what I'm going to do with the pencil is just pencil gently in a little space where I want to include one of the photos that I have taken on any particular day. So that's the main reason why I'm taking a pencil. The next thing we have, this is a white marker. I bought a 5-pack of these off Temu after having a major fight with my 3 white Uniball Signo gel pens that everyone says are so wonderful, and every single one of mine doesn't work anymore. So I ordered these. This is quite, it's not super fine. It does have a relatively fine point, but what I liked about this was that if we get snow or icicles or something like that, this has a lovely chalk-like finish, and I thought it would be a great inclusion in my little kit. Now, I don't have any more pen spaces, but I've got a couple more things here. I'm taking this very old, this is a Sharpie ultra-fine permanent marker, and I'll show you in a minute why I'm taking that one. And then, lucky last, the fun and games when you're traveling overseas or on a plane anywhere is, can I or can I not take a pair of scissors? Now, the general worldwide aviation rule is if the metal part of your scissors is less than 6 centimetres, you are supposed to be able to take it on board in your carry-on. I know there are some airlines, and there will be some airline staff that decide that is not acceptable. So I will be taking a cute little pair of scissors that are definitely less than the 6 centimeters. And if I do decide to have this in my carry-on, if they decide to take them off me, all well and good. It is what it is. I won't cry about it. So what I have here is a ceramic cutting pen. So if I have to, I can use this to cut out little bits and pieces. So we're going to take that along as well. And then finally, I've put this little pair of tweezers in. I do prefer using the really fine tip ones, but I'm wondering if these long ones with their fine point may be considered a danger. So I thought, guess what? We're not going to take them. I do like often using tweezers to place things in the right spot. These will do just fine, and I would presume they would not be considered too dangerous. So that's that selection all done. Now, over in these pockets, the first thing I had to do was I want to take some washi tape. So I have found some travel ones. Again, we're going for the natural vibe, so I added those two. I've got some Christmassy ones, of course. These are actually washi strips I found in my stash, so I decided to add some of those. Just good little layering pieces. And then I've cut some bits out of, oh no, this was actually a pack of stickers. I think I got those off AliExpress. They actually have holographic on them. They're very cute. And then this is a roll that I purchased. I do love those. And I've just cut a few little strips off some of my favorite rolls of washi. So that is all I will be taking in the washi department. Obviously, taking rolls of it is just ridiculous, and I won't need that much. So I'm limiting it to that. But at least I have a nice little selection to work with. Then the next thing is just this little packet. I've got a few paper clips, and I also wanted just a couple of little sparkly bits if I want to add those in. So I thought we'll just put a tiny little pack of goodies in there. Then in this pocket here, the next thing I've got, this is a little tiny mini cutting board. So I've got this in here for two reasons. Number one, when I'm using the ceramic cutter, I can use that. So I don't have to worry about cutting into some nice little table at some lush hotel. The other thing is also, if I've been gluing and pinning and things madly, and things are a little bit rough, when I want to write on the opposite side, this could be handy just to insert and help give me a smoother surface to write on. So I decided I will take that. Then my pair of scissors may or may not come home with me, who knows, and I don't care. It's all good. If I lose them, I lose them. I'm not going to cry about it. They're not expensive ones. Then the next thing I've got here, I've got some craft coloured sticky notes and also some clear ones. So the craft ones, this is the same principle. If I find things are getting too lumpy bumpy and it's too hard to write, I could simply do my journaling on one of these and then glue this to the page. So we've got those ones. And then I'm also taking some of these transparent ones because they can make a great little layering piece with just a little note or a little bit of journaling on it, and you can put it on top of a brochure page or something like that. So we're taking those as well. Now, the only thing with these is there are very few pens that successfully write on these without smudging. So that is the reason why my ultrafine Sharpie that's looking a bit haggard is coming along with me. You write on this, it dries and it does not budge. So absolutely perfect there. Then the next thing, I have a glue tape. This is 6 meters. I think that should do it. And if not, I can buy another one while I am out and about. What have I done? So, oh, it's a bit sticky here today. So there we go. The other thing I've got here, I found this really cute little flat stapler in Daiso. So we have to have that. And just one thing I do, I don't like silver staples. It doesn't go with the vibe I'm going with. So what I do is I actually colour the staples with Sharpie permanent marker. I've got a copper one and a gold one, so I thought the copper colour would be perfect. So I just give it a quick whoosh over, let it dry, and then instead of silver staples, I've got cute, pretty coloured ones. So that is all that is going in here. Now we can close this up, and if I do it like that, and then turn it round, it just reduces all those things flying out. And this is by no means full, but that's exactly how I want it. There we go. Now, in here, first things first, I suppose a journal would be handy. So what I did, I have made my own. This is a piece of cardstock that was nice and thick that I had in my stash, and I have simply collaged all sorts of papers, added some stickers and stamps. Very, very basic, and inside is just a variety of different papers, but all very neutral. I kept some with flaps, kept a few with flaps actually, instead of cutting them all down to size. It's a very basic journal, but that's the whole idea. I want all the pretty things that I see and do to be the highlights of this, and it fits perfectly in here. The other thing I have done, I have grabbed, this is a Traveller's Company sticker release notebook. I have had this in my stash for a while and have not used it. So I went through and I found all sorts of pretty Christmassy things. And one thing I did notice, some of my stickers, you know, they may be a bit older. They didn't want to stick down properly. So what I did, I put the tiniest little bit of roller glue, roller tape in behind them, and then they're all sitting perfectly. So, of course, for me, here in Australia, it's very hot at Christmas time. And no matter where you go shopping for craft supplies, you get, for example, you grab a packet of stickers. I can guarantee you there will be snowmen and penguins and icicles, which I don't use here. It just doesn't go with a summer Christmas journal arrangement. But all those cute things are coming with me on this trip because we will be in the world of cold. So I've put all sorts of cute things in here for that trip, and then just a couple of other travel ones that I found. So that's my little sticker book. I may still add to that as I discover things in my stash. I also have this fabulous stencil / ruler. I found this in a gift shop actually, but I thought if I want to rule anything, well, having a ruler is very handy. I love that it has centimetres and inches. It's very cool. Plus I can also do little boxes or little shapes. I thought that would be really handy, and I'm going to keep it in this just so it doesn't get caught on things and either maybe damage my journal or it get damaged. We don't want that to happen, so I will keep it in this cute little pouch. And lucky last, I have this little envelope, and I said to myself, Nikki, you can take whatever you like, but it has to fit in this pouch. So this is all my little extra bits. Now, obviously, when you're travel journaling, the idea is to find brochures and packaging and wrapping, and that's all very nice, but when you're going away for Christmas, I want Christmassy things. So you might go and, let's say you go to a restaurant or a castle. It will show you the place you're going to, but won't necessarily have a Christmas vibe. So this journaler is so happy that she could go through her stash and find things that look rather cold weatherish / Christmassy, but I haven't got too much. But look, I just found all these things that I probably would never use here in Australia in my journals, just because, like, nah, we're not going to wear one of those at Christmas time, or I'm not, even with the aircon on. And so I just went through, found the things that had the right colours for me. So we've got a few girls that are in sort of longer, she's only got short sleeves, but who cares? I liked her with the umbrella because we'll probably have some rainy days. And I had this cute pack of very pretty pink stickers. So if I want to break away from my traditional color scheme, we can always sort of do a nice little pink page. I thought they were very pretty. Cute little layering piece that I just found in my stash. Here's a few more girls. They're all winter dressed. So, like, especially once we go to the US on the way home, Christmas is sort of well and truly done. So I thought they looked rather cute. Just a few other cute little bits and pieces that I think go with my vibe. I've also included just a few papers. These are just some little bits that I've cut up and just for layering and for a bit of colour, because all of my pages are so neutral. So look, I can use snowmen things. It's very exciting. I'm taking this Happy New Year card. I think that would probably be a good inclusion in my journal. And then I just found this sheet of Christmassy vibe stickers, so I decided to include those. Happy New Year in case I choose that one. And then lucky last, obviously I like using stamps, but I cannot start taking stamps and stamp pads. They take up too much space. So what I did, I grabbed some coffee dyed scraps and I just stamped on them. So this way I can take some of my fun stamps, but I don't have the bulk. So I did these three with, again, the thought of if things are getting a bit bulky towards the end or it's just too lumpy bumpy, I could write on these and then simply glue them on the page. I had a few travel-y related ones in my stash. I thought they would be worthwhile adding. Wine. Yes, there will be wine. There will be plenty of wine. Note to self, relax and drink wine. Yes, laughter is the best medicine, but wine is good too. There will be wine consumed, so I thought some of those would be fun. And, of course, if anybody's been following this channel for any length of time, you will know that coffee is life for me. So I did a sheet of coffee theme stickers. Stamps. So now I get to take some of my stamps with me without any bulk. So there we go. So now all of this fits in my little pouch here. And I was lucky enough I had these in my stash. So there is only one minor problem with this. This is technically a little bit too big, but I'll show you how we can deal with that. I was actually going to cut it off and glue it up, and I decided no, that's not ideal. But we can pop that in here, open this up, and if we put this at the back, it will just have to bend the tiniest bit. And I've decided I can definitely live with that. The other thing is I also still have space in here to collect some brochures and things. And what I may very well do is already trim them up and just keep the actual photos or words or something that appeal to me. And everything fits. I love this. I just think for what I want to try and achieve and to have some fun journaling around the world, that I can fit everything in here, it just makes me incredibly happy. So what I would love you to do in the comments, is there anything I have forgotten that I will truly regret if I don't include it in the pouch? I do still have a bit of room left, and I've been playing with this for a few weeks, and I think I've got everything, but just in case I've forgotten something, please let me know what is your absolute must-do for a travel journal pouch. Or if you have any other questions, please pop them down in the comments. I would love to read it. And if you could take a minute and just give this video a thumbs up, I would really appreciate it. And until next time, stay safe and stay healthy. And thank you for watching. Bye for now.